Hey team, in this video today, I'm going to walk you through 3 persuasion principles that you can actually implement into your business right now to increase conversions, to help you with sales, to help you with marketing as well. If you don't know who I am, my name is Rob Lally. I am a marketing and sales consultant to 6, 7, and 8-figure companies. And everything on this channel is dedicated to improving your business and improving your life as well. So let's get straight into it. What does it actually mean to persuade someone? To persuade someone means that you are giving them good reason to take on a certain belief or perhaps carry through with a certain action because you have used good reasoning with them. So a good example of this, I'm sat there with my fiance and we're both debating on where we want to go and eat tonight. I've got a place in mind, she's got a place in mind. Who's going to persuade the other person and provide the most compelling argument to actually have their own way? I usually win. So up first, we got authority bias. And what authority bias is we as humans have a tendency to listen more to people who we perceive as an authority. That's just in our human nature. So if we think back to even being children, so from a very young age, we had our parents who were authority figures, we had our teachers who were our authority figures, we had our family as well. We would generally listen to them more than we would people who we didn't perceive as authority figures. And this goes even further as well. If you sat down with a billionaire and a billionaire said to you, these are the exact steps I took to make over $1 million a year in my business, you would most likely follow those steps because it's authority telling you what to do there. However, if your friend gave you the exact same steps, you probably wouldn't put as much weight on that because it's just your friend. They don't really have authority. This is powerful stuff. So in your business, is there ways to make you appear as more of an authority because people tend to listen to you more? So for instance, have you got photos of maybe giving some sort of speech or even like the amount of money that you've currently done in your business? If you can post things like this, it gives you an authority and makes people start listening to you. The second persuasion principle, which is very powerful if you implement it in your business, is something called social proof. And what social proof is it comes down to human nature again. We have the tendency as humans to make our decisions based on what other people are making decisions on, right? So let's say you're in a supermarket, a grocery store or wherever, right? You see 2 items. One of the items has a big crowd of people surrounding it. The other item has nobody surrounding it. What item are you going to be more curious to look at? You're going to be more curious to look at the item which everyone else is looking at. This is social proof. Our interest is piqued because other people's interest is piqued. So if you think about marketing and how you can put this into your business, things like testimonials, telling stories, having busy, engaged comment sections on each of your posts draws people into you. As a business owner as well on social media platforms, you have probably seen other business owners who are maybe saying false information or information which you don't quite agree with, but they have a big audience around them. And this big audience is commenting and saying this is wonderful advice. And even if you were to put out the right advice, you would get overshadowed still by the person who's putting out the wrong advice just because they have a bigger audience. They have more social proof. Sometimes social proof can even trump what is actually true. So look at how you can actually social proof your business. Persuasion principle number 3, the availability bias. How readily available are your products to buy on your website? So for instance, if you've got a website and you've all been to them where you're clicking around, you can't quite work out how to make an order, and what happens is your brain thinks, I'll just do that later. And it never happens. You never come back to it later. It's like one of the main reasons for shopping cart abandonments and like failed purchases on e-commerce websites. People want a product, they just haven't immediately got it available to them about how they would go about purchasing this product. So they put it on the back burner and they never come back to it again. Most businesses that I consult for loses a lot of different customers, buyers, because you can't figure out how to buy on them, or you can't figure out how to actually schedule a call with their team to even talk about a product. So you just think to yourself, I'll get back to it later. So check your website. Make sure that any free training, any lead lists, email captures you have got are easily available to people, straight in front of people's faces. Make sure that any products people can buy is maybe a 2-click away from actually purchasing that product. It increases the availability and it increases your conversions as well. So there's a million different persuasion principles out there. And if you just put these 3 persuasion principles into either your marketing, your website, your sales, that is authority, social proof, and availability biases. If you include them in there, you are going to be above like 99% of your competitors. Because let me tell you, I get a lot of applications to work with potential clients, people wanting to work with me, but most of them just don't have any of this stuff. So if you can just understand that customers are humans and humans are influenced by psychology, either to do something or away from something, if you can make your psychology around the stuff you're selling more persuasive and move people towards it, you're going to have a much easier time of actually getting business, getting leads, and all those good things as well. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, please leave a like below because it helps me immensely trying to grow this channel. Leave me a comment as well if you have any questions, and take care. See you in the next one.